So today's topic is really about entrepreneurship, the good, the bad, and I'll call it the ugly. Because I think some of you might be interested in starting a business, and I just wanted to give you a perspective of what it's like and give you my journey so that you can think about it. So I think there's a lot of publicity right now about becoming an entrepreneur, starting a business, a lot of videos, a lot of information. And I'm putting myself in the place of someone who doesn't really know what it's about, and you hear a lot of things like it's easy, you just need a laptop. So I wanted to give you some information about that. So first of all, it's not that easy, even though the cost of business has actually gone down, because it's true that now you don't need to necessarily have a building and buy space or rent space. You can definitely work from home, but there's still a need for a budget, I think, because when you start you will have a lot of expenses. So I say in my video, in my training, I've made a video also on that, on starting a business, that you really need a budget. So the good thing about entrepreneurship, and I think it's really probably the most interesting for you, is that it's probably the biggest growth experience you will find in your life. Probably as close as, I don't know, just starting a new thing, it's really exciting. So it's really the growth I find is probably the most exciting. And also learning new things every day. I mean, when you're an entrepreneur, you will become a generalist. You will learn so much. I mean, you will learn how to make videos, what I'm doing today. You will learn everything about finance, because you're doing your own financing, you're doing your own marketing. Of course, you have your main business, of course, that you have to run. So you're becoming really the best of yourself, because you can really do a lot of things. So from a growth, if you're looking for that personal satisfaction, I think probably being your own business owner is probably the best experience you will find. Now, in terms of what's not so exciting about being a business owner, I mean, the bad, I would say, is that you don't have a salary every month. And that's a huge gap that people probably underestimate at the beginning, because they're used to being a salaried employee, and it's going to take a while to break up. You will have to probably work on weekends, evenings. I know, because I'm a creative mind, sometimes I work evenings because that's when I get my ideas. I work weekends pretty much all the time, but just because that's when I have the most ideas as well. And you can probably work during the week, during the daytime, if that's what suits you. But really, when I think about working, the 4-hour work week, for example, which I really love this book and I think it's great. But I think 4-hour work week for me is something you can probably achieve when you've got all your stuff running for you, or your processes, or your clients. But that's not something you can achieve immediately. So at the beginning, you will need to put a lot of effort. And that's going to be a lot. When I mean a lot of effort, I mean a lot of effort. So if you have family life, if you have hobbies you're really attached to, it's going to be a huge struggle, I can tell you. So I think it's really important to weigh it out, see what stage in my life I'm in right now. Do I have a family that really needs me there? Or, am I in a stage where I can afford, both time-wise and financially, to run this business, knowing that probably you have to count 2 years when you really have to give that 110%. And then after that, maybe you can weigh it out a little bit more. But really, that's what I wanted to share with you, is the confessions of an entrepreneur. It's really great. I think it's the greatest growth, but also you have to be a little bit prepared for what you need to give. So it's 110% time, it's commitment, it's also facing struggle. You need to be surrounded with people that are like-minded, that will help you when the times get tough. So this is all quite not so easy, I think, for someone who's starting out. And when I started out, I did it on my own. And now thinking back, I thought, well, I should have probably surrounded myself a little bit earlier. So if you're watching this video and you're interested in entrepreneurship, you still want to test it, and you can test it very little. And I have a few advice for that, where you can test small to see if your idea has potential. Feel free to drop me a message, let me know what your project is, and we can talk about it. Thanks for watching this video. I'll talk to you soon.